How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand. And then I was back here.
The first episode of the franchise from Square Enix and Don't Nod Entertainment sets us in the apparently well-to-do town of Acadia Bay, where we find our main character Maxine Caulfield being reluctantly educated on her way to a career in photography. Max is an introvert with talent, style, and knowledge of photography. A brief walk about the classroom in which the game opens will reveal the ability to let you in on Max's knowledge and opinion on many things that are lying about. I consider this a plus. Even though I don't personally know much about photography or show much interest in it, I can tell they put time into building her character below the surface within moments. As you continue on your way through the school, you can look and thereby learn about people throughout the school. Max keeps a detailed journal that seems to retain content on just about everything you look at. There's plenty of depth and backstory to everyone, even in this little demo, if you're okay with reading it all. Though that's not for me, I still consider it a plus for the game overall. Eventually, you get to the point of tension in the demo. The first opportunity to use one of the game's big selling points, the ability to turn back time and change what happened. Personally, I can't get over the game's insistence on things playing out exactly the same unless something is changed by the main character, which sometimes leads to watching the same scenes and dialogue more than once. Fortunately, the devs were smart enough to let you skip past parts of this dialogue and rewind quick at times too. Very good planning on their part. Still, at times you have to sit through the things you just watched, which is something I can deal with, just not something I love about the game. Another thing the devs planned well is the ability to retain found items when you rewind. Though this is only needed once in the demo, it makes perfect sense. A game like this would get old fast if you had to run around and grab the same items and do every action over again each time you rewind. One big negative for me in this demo is the use of language. I get that most people don't care, but I'm one who is sensitive to games overusing curse words. In context, some of it makes sense, but there are times it just feels like the writers were aiming for an M rating. Instead of adding to the characters' personalities, it sometimes takes away from an otherwise intelligent experience. Life is Strange is a brooding piece of art in motion, with a tone reminiscent of Seattle's grunge movement. It carefully crafts its main character as a believable, disillusioned young artist with passion and heart. A great start for this budding franchise.
I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.